Beautiful soul, hello, welcome, come on in, coming into the room. Today we are going to be exploring sound healing. We're going to be covering the who, what, when, where, why, and of course the how. And at the end, stay tuned, we will be partaking in a demo just so you can see if you can notice where you are feeling it. And grounding. Okay, so I digress. Let's jump into it. The first thing I want to talk about sound healing is who is sound healing for? Sound healing is for any and everyone. Some people even use sound healing for animals. You can find plenty of videos of people playing tongue drums or instruments near oceans, and turtles and dolphins respond. I've been in the park plenty of times playing my singing bowls, and I'm noticing the squirrels bustling, quieting down, and they're listening in, and then they go on about their business. But sound healing is for any and everyone, even your plants. Check out the science behind listening, or your plants listening to music and how they grow in positive frequencies. So yeah, it's for anyone. Now, keeping in mind though, not all frequencies are suitable for everyone. Some people are sensitive to sound and certain frequencies. So if you're one of those people where like chimes irritate you, try a gong, try a drum. But yeah, different instruments, different sounds, not all are for everyone. So find what works for you. Let's jump into what is sound healing. Sound healing is the process of playing an instrument, just as you would like a guitar or anything like that, with the intention of calm, peace, and healing, engaging with your parasympathetic nervous system. That nervous system is for rest and digestion, and it actually helps you come into a place where your body can process food, process your emotions as well. So it engages with your relaxation and not your fight or flight response. So with sound healing, you're usually playing drums, like metal gongs, tuning forks, tongue drums, like throat, singing, humming. You can really play anything. The training I received, they said, you don't use string instruments, but I disagree. You can use a harp. You can really use any instrument, anything that can make noise for sound healing, and engaging with the body and like the holistic body in that way. So what is happening? We did kind of touch on that with the engaging of the nervous system, but energetically, what is happening? We are comprised of vibrating molecules, and the vibration of the sounds are impacting those vibrations, our body. And so that's why when people sit in a sound healing session, it can there's a lot of reports of sound. It feels like the sound is moving through them, through their body, radiating, cascading like a wave. So people have been reporting this huge, complete and total embodied sensation when engaging specifically with like gongs and singing bowls, like crystal and Tibetan singing bowls. So there's different reports on that felt experience, but it's the concept of those vibrations engaging with our energetic points. There's 7, and there's some behind me. We have the root, the sacral, solar plexus, throat, third eye, and crown. And those 7 energy points is how we can understand the breakdown of how energy moves through us. There's plenty of depictions of like a chakra in the back and a chakra in the front, and it kind of radiates and permeates that way. The crown and the root chakra and the base are pointed upward, and the energy fields kind of cascade out that way. So those energy points are impacted by the sound vibration. And if we go deeper into the energy points, the emotional energy that we hold on to is impacted by those vibrations and those frequencies, which help promote deeper levels of healing. So why do we do it? This isn't a new phenomenon. Sound healing has been used for decades, centuries, through drumming circles, just different types of instruments different cultures were using. And so it's not a new practice, although it seems new age with the crystal singing bowls, but the use of sound as a tool of healing and communication. And in some cultures, there is a book by Flicka Ryan, who is a classically trained opera singer, an inner sound healer, and she is a educator. In her book, she describes and accounts of teleportation and deeper, or not teleportation, but levitation through sound vibration. It's very interesting. Feel free to check it out. So let's talk about when. When should you be listening to sound healing? Now, some people use sound healing in their daily practice. Like they're like, I need to do this every single day when I meditate. And some people use it for particular things. Like myself, I use sound healing when I am going through ritual or I need a deep release. That is when I'll use my singing bowl for my healing work, is when I'm needing help moving emotional energy that is kind of jammed up or stuck in there. I'll just play my singing bowl and it'll shake the energy up, and I'll just continue to do it. It's not a once and done. Same thing like with medicine, right? If you're taking vitamins, you wouldn't just take a vitamin, I don't know, your vitamin D once and be like, I'm fulfilled for the rest of my life, my year. That's not how that works. And the same thing with sound healing. It's a continuous practice. It's integration. You're doing it daily. And so when you're moving that emotional energy or just energy maintenance, it requires daily practice. So that's when you can do it. Or like you said, or like I said earlier, you can have interchangeable practices and then just do sound healing when you see fit. You know that we have free upcoming events exclusively for Amber Lounge? Well, we do. Now you know. Upcoming February 13th, a pre-recorded paint night activity. So that means at any time that you have some alone time, you can play this video, pull out your art supplies and vibe, set up the scene and relax and connect into some good art therapy, some good therapeutic art. February 28th, we have a live face mask and spa night. So I will be up on here live with my face mask and my little fluffy headband, and we will be on here talking and connecting and just carving out space for our wellness and community. So come on, it's gonna be a great time. And what I'm super excited for outside of the spa wellness night is March 21st, we are having our holistic writing workshop. This one's going to be awesome. Now, this is not a free event. Tickets are $50, but this is a 2-hour workshop, and we will be centered in on how to connect with your whole body, mind, body, and spirit, and how do these aspects of self inform our writing. This is perfect for students, creative writers, teachers, really anyone, because we're all writing, and it's just really cool to see how we are communicating with ourselves, and the information that comes up is super cool. You never know what yourself is going to reveal to you. So feel free to be and stick around for our upcoming events. Register for Holistic Writing Workshop. It's going to be a great time. So let's talk about location. When you are experiencing sound healing, what does that experience look or feel like for you? It doesn't feel the same for everyone. Some people actually have reported feeling irritated, or calm, or peaceful, or tired, or weepy. We all experience it completely different because we're all bringing lived experience, our own lived experiences, to the meditative space, to the sound healing arena, so to speak. And whatever we're bringing will be brought into our level of awareness, one way or another. And sometimes it does manifest as agitation. So if that's what you experience when sound healing, you could take some time to really sit with, like, well, what is causing this irritation? If you feel as though this is a safe space for you to do that type of processing. If you feel absolutely irritated, excuse yourself. You have autonomy in your sound healing practice, and all that means is you are in control of you. You are an adult. Get up and get out, okay? If it's not aligning with you, it's not aligning, and there's no hard feelings. Just get up and see yourself out. And then, of course, you can unpack and really question and wonder, like, well, why was I having that experience? But don't harp on it. That's not what I'm saying. Like, don't become hyper fixated, but just it's good for reflection. So for those who, feel weepy, it's a good release. I've been there plenty of times where I've been extremely weepy. I get into fetal position and a supported child's pose, and baby, we in business. So there's things that you can do to assist with the emotional release, like, again, setting up a soft landing space, having pillows, a blanket there to hold and wrap you up. Maybe it is about getting up and physically removing yourself or changing and doing another frequency. As we'll get into, there's different frequencies and they engage with you differently, uniquely. So I wrote down some of the frequencies, the most common frequencies you can tune into if you want to go into YouTube or whatever streaming platform you have, to kind of check in and see what one aligns with you. Just a quick practice. We have the root chakra, 396 hertz, the sacral chakra at 417, the solar plexus chakra at 528. We have the heart chakra at 639, throat at 741, third eye at 852, and the crown chakra at 963. Now, keep in mind that even if you feel as though like, oh, I've been holding some tension around my throat, it feels a little restricted, I'm going to play some frequencies specifically for my throat, for my throat chakra. Now, there's nothing wrong with doing that. More power to you, okay? But what I'm saying is, we are not fragmented beings. So as much as these energy points help us understand our system, it's a part of a whole, right? And sometimes it could just be one area, but you could play a chakra or you can play a sound that impacts the whole. Like if you put on 741 and you're like, this isn't doing it for me, but maybe you put on the root frequency and you're like, oh, I feel more relaxed, at ease. Play whatever feels best for you. That's the advice. So let's get into a little demonstration, and I encourage us all to be fully present. So feel free, if it's a lot of hustle and bustle around you, maybe the kids are making a lot of noise, pause this video until you have a little moment for quiet so you can really engage. Or again, autonomous practice. If you I forgot the where. Where do we listen to sound healing? Real quick before I get into the practice. So you can listen to sound healing anywhere. All right. Everything I was saying, like kids hustling and bustling. The truth of the matter is there's some parents out here in the world that do not get alone time from their child, and they have to integrate their children in their practice. By all means, do what you got to do, boo boo. But what I am saying is the benefits, the ability to tune in. Like, I don't know about you, but as a parent, I can't fully engage in a sound healing meditative practice with my eyes closed when I have my toddler, my baby, walking around. I have to stay present. So that experience is going to look vastly different if I'm by myself, meditating in nature versus me meditating in my bedroom. I'm not going to be fully present in the meditative practice if I'm out in nature and have to be aware of my surroundings or aware where my children are. So just keep that in mind. You can listen to it anywhere. I have held space for sound healing in public, busy downtown parks. I've held art galleries, a massage studio, downtown by a lake, water. So it's really simplistic. For me, what I've noticed is the calmer the space, the more comfortable someone can get into and really engage with their nervous system, their parasympathetic nervous system. They can really center in and fully calm down. It's going to be a little bit challenging to do that, especially if you're new, if you're surrounded by busy honking cars and so, hey, it's going to be more challenging. It is what it is. You could do it anywhere. Get it how you live, but just keep in mind, the more ideal is a more calm and conducive place for your meditative practice. So without further ado, I encourage us to take a few moments to breathe as we engage in our practice. Now, all we're needing to do is just paying attention to where we're feeling the vibration. Okay, let's take a deep breath in. Drop the jaw, exhale. Take a deep breath in. Drop the jaw, release. Let's take a big breath in. Drop the jaw, exhale. Take a deep breath in. Drop the jaw, release. Take a deep breath in. Drop the jaw. Release. Taking a moment to wiggle your fingers and toes. Take a deep breath in. Drop the jaw. Release. Just bringing your awareness to where you're feeling the vibration. Bringing awareness to any physical sensations you may be feeling. Any movement in your body. Maybe your eyes twitching, rapid eye movement. Take a deep breath in. Drop the jaw, release. Let's just take a deep breath together. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. Bringing your awareness back into the physical present moment, your physical body, wiggling your fingers and toes. Take a deep breath in. Release. Last one. Take a big breath in and release. Well, I hope that practice was wonderful for you. It was for me. I felt it in my heart and in my throat space, which I already know I'm doing work on that. And so what do I mean by work? What do I mean by work is my energy work. So I do heart, or my chart, my heart focus, the green one, and throat, which is that teal one. I do heart and throat centered work. So that's a journal prompts centered on heart space. I try to engage with it through food that I consume. I've fallen off, but that's something that you can do. I've fallen off in that practice, so to speak. There's activities you can do if you're coming up with your throat. Then singing, journaling, screaming in a safe space. Okay, there's been many times I screamed it out in my car, but engaging with the chakras, heart space, communicating from more heart space, feeling and being more in the world in that way. So find out where it's vibrating or showing up for you in your body, and then take a look at the chakra prompts that I'm going to upload and fill it out. Feel free to share it in the comment section. Until next time, I hope this was beneficial for you. See you later. Bye-bye.